Hello everyone, I'm Phoenix Tremayne. Today I'm going to be doing the spoilers for Young the Restless for the week of August the 23rd. But first, if you haven't done so, please take a minute to subscribe. If you have subscribed, thank you very much. I do appreciate it. Please hit that like button so YouTube knows your channel is Sin Soap fans. And we have a membership where you get spoilers up to a week in advance. You get news, information, and lots going on. And you also get a shout out because in only the weekly spoiler videos, I like to give a shout out to my members. So I'm going to go ahead and thank Michael Pryor, Jeff Payton, Brian McConaughey, Phyllis Pearson, Ramona Newsom, Ariane Enos, Wynn Marie, Kiki Landry, Janet Loftus, Andrew Crawford, Omar Ramirez, Roger Smith, Artemis Hill, Marilyn Finn, Riri Carter, Slim Sims, Josh Hurst, Sherry Williams, Sharon Clark, DD, Rose Garden Design, Cheryl Beecher, Jen Adams, BBW Women, Heather Kite, Patricia Bazzano, Jay Panza, Red Butterfly 50 Irish, Kelly Banks, Vanessa Sanders. Thank you all for being part of the membership. So now we're going to go ahead and talk about Young the Restless, where on Monday, August 23rd, Victor settles unfinished business with Ashlyn, Nikki strikes a nerve with Victoria, and Lily discovers Billy has been keeping secrets. That tells you nothing is really going on in an episode. Kind of hate when spoilers are just so vague. But here's what's actually going to happen. We're going to start with Sally. Sally meets with Adam and realizes that she's upset. She lets him know that Phyllis has charged her exorbitant fees now that she's gone. And she wants revenge on Phyllis, but Adam's like, you keep him guessing, you just let it go, and you move on because you'll be fighting Phyllis forever. Just focus on your career. So she takes Adam's advice. He leaves, and then she gets her idea. She wants to. She overhears Nikki and Victoria talking about her wedding. And Victoria describes her perfect wedding dress and says that she's going to contact Summer and get her boss to design a dress for her. So Sally goes to the park and begins designing Victoria's perfect wedding dress because now she knows exactly what she wants. And that's when Chloe shows up. Chloe's always on Sally, no matter where Sally is. Chloe's not far behind, checking up on her and mad that she's seen Adam. So Chloe's like, I saw Adam, he said he saw you. And so I was like, yeah. He gave me some good advice, and Chloe's in here like, what? But I think that what the story is missing, if Chloe just would tell Sally what he did to her daughter, then maybe Sally would have a better understanding of why Chloe feels the way that she feels, and then some of the things he did to Chelsea instead of having Sally look up, his past on her own. So Chloe realizes that she's hiding something, and at the end of the episode, Sally tells her she's going to design a perfect dress for Victoria's wedding because it's going to be the fashion event of the year, or decade, or whatever she said. And then we have Chloe telling her, you mean you trying to get Summer's aunt to let you do her wedding dress? And Chloe's like, that's not going to happen. And Sally's like, people have been telling me what I can't do forever, and that's what just makes me want to do it more. And in my mind I was like, well, you wanted Jack, and we know how that turned out. Hell, you wanted Wyatt, and we know how that turned out. So she doesn't have a good track record of getting what she wants. She had her own fashion house, and Bill destroyed that. So Sally has a losing streak that has come from one soap opera to the next. And we also have Victoria, which starts off the episode telling Ashlyn she woke up in the middle of the night and saw that he was working, and he's so excited he's created a twin towers for Newman Locke. And she's just looking at him like, you okay? Do you want to do something relaxing? How are you feeling? He's like, oh, I'm fine. Look at what I've done. Isn't this great? And Victoria eventually leaves because Ashlyn, in the middle of the night, is making all these plans about Newman Locke. He hasn't even consulted her about anything. And so she just kind of leaves, and that's when she runs into, her mother, where she is just sort of like, I don't want to talk about Ashlyn and Newman. I just wanted to focus on the wedding and how we're in love with each other, and that this is going to be a perfect wedding. Which means we got Victor's on the Ashlyn, Billy's on the Ashlyn, Nick is on the Ashlyn, and clearly the way Victoria is burying her head in the sand and focusing more on being in love than actual business, we know this is going to be a disaster. This wedding is going to be a huge disaster. So, and then she'll probably figure out that he's not actually sick. All that's going to come out. So, other things, Lily and Billy. Lily figured out that Billy was hiding something, and she found out it was his plan to take down Ashlyn before he can marry Victoria. And finally, we had Victor telling his investigator that he has to find Mariah, and he has to look for dirt on Ashlyn to find out whatever he's hiding. Nikki walks in, and she's like, Victor, no, you can't do this. Victoria will hate you. You have to leave Ashlyn alone. Don't investigate Ashlyn. Just trust Victoria. This is why I have a video coming out soon that will discuss how Young and the Restless became the Dumb and the Stupid. I have a whole list of things that I'm talking about in that video, which will probably come out either Sunday or Monday. But anyway, moving on. Tuesday, August 24th, Ray uncovers a clue about Mariah's whereabouts. Devon and Nate point Moses in the right direction. And Tracy shares a new project with Jack. Wednesday, August 25th, Victor and Nikki share a difference of opinion, still probably about Ashlyn. Sally spies on Jack and Phyllis, and Mariah's situation takes an unexpected turn. Well, she goes into labor this week, so that could be it. Thursday, August 26th, Devon shares his suspicions with Victor. Sharon wants justice for Mariah, and Ray and Kevin connect the dots. So, according to the Soap Opera Digest that came out this week, it claims that Mariah is found. When you actually read the article, it doesn't say Mariah was found. So I don't know if they just left that part out. But it talks about how Stitch gives a clue to what may have happened to Mariah, saying, there was a guy in a store that was buying like a bunch of Mariah's favorite like energy bars, whatever it is, and tells Ray. But when they go to look at the videotape at the store, the moment where they would have seen the person, it's like the video goes dark or something. So somebody covered their tracks. And also, Devon gets another clue about where Mariah might be. On Friday, August 27th, Abby takes matters in her own hand while Devon makes a shocking discovery. So there is a chance that Devon might actually find Mariah, but I have a feeling he may find Mariah, but the baby's gone. So I think that's what this have all been leading up to since she goes into labor this week, that they do find Mariah, but there's no baby. So, and Kevin is able to get into Mariah's phone, which is being rerouted and hidden and saying she's in a different country and all this kind of stuff. But he's able to break that code eventually. So that was what they're probably talking about where Ray and Kevin connect the dots, because they are able to now track Mariah's phone. So that is it. Those are the spoilers for Young and Restless for the week of the 23rd. And I'll see you in the next video.